part 3 of phone sales. Let's talk about contact info. What do I mean when I say that? I'm talking about the information that I'm going to need to put you as a prospect into my database. If I'm going to be able to need to put you into that database, I'm going to need to have a couple things, right? We all know it's going to be a name, it's going to be a number, potentially an email. Now, there's several numbers I can get. There's homework or cell. Which one do I want the most? Cell phone. That's why it's the last one I always ask about. Because whatever you say last is going to be what they think you want the most, and you want to guide them through that process. So I will tell you that as I go to look up things, so this is particularly on the automotive side of training when I go through this, somebody's calling in to you, somebody's saying, is this still available? Is this here? Back and forth. When I'm going to come back and, again, let's be real. Is it unrealistic for people today to expect us to have an answer on whether or not something's available? Whether or not a property that's listed is still available for sale? I don't think it's too much to ask. We have a lot of things. We live in an instant gratification society. So we have the internet, which could tell us whether or not something's there or not. And truthfully, our CRM and our actual management system that we use to run our business should be able to tell us if something is available or isn't. So I always tell somebody, you know what, bear with me while I pull that up. I do show in the system that it is available. To save us both some time, let me gather some basic information to update my records. Are you calling me from homework or cell? Okay, and then I come back with whatever they answer back, I say, and that number is. I don't ask, can I have that number? This is crucial, okay, when getting information from somebody. Do not ask a yes or no question unless you can handle a no. Do you need to purchase this today? If they say, no, I'm thinking about a week or so, that's okay. That doesn't hurt me. It doesn't stop the conversation. But if I say, you call me for homework or sell, and they go, sell, and I go, and can I have your number? And they say, no. It's that punch in the gut. It's that, oh, no, now I don't know I can't go forward. We have to stop and acknowledge the fact that I just got punched. They did the punching. They feel bad. I feel bad. It's never a good situation. Okay, never walk up to somebody at a bar if you want to ask them out or buy them a drink. Don't ever walk up and say, "Can I buy you a drink?" That's a yes or no question. You can't handle the no. You walk up and say, "Do you want another one of these on the next drink, or should we get you something different?" Okay, why? Because that's not. They have to go out of their way to go no. If they have to go out of their way to say no, they're not going to say no most of the time. So remember, we're going to put all the odds in our favor to get ourselves to that. So going through that, and how do you spell your last name? Okay, why? Because after thousands of phone calls, hundreds of thousands of phone calls, we kept doing the same thing. We'd say, and what's your last name? And they would tell us. And then the next question was, well, how do you spell that? So at that pain point, we were like, okay, this is stupid to ask two questions when one will work. So then we just come back with, and how do you spell your last name? Once I have their cell phone and their name, I'm connected to that individual. Can they block me? Hell yes, they can. Right? Will they? Most people, no. Okay, will they send you to voicemail? Yes, and we'll talk about voicemails later in a different one. But I want you to understand that this is what we're talking about. It's really quick and simple. You need to give me a reason why I'm giving you my information. Okay, so if you called... Think about this. You called Target and said, hey, you got a blender on your website? Do you guys still have it? And they go, well, I'm going to need... Oh, in case we get disconnected, what's the best number? That's so cheesy, right? They're going to turn around and say, it's okay, I'll just call you back, right? I don't care if I talk to you again. That has nothing to do. You're the guy who's going to go check on a blender. The next person can check on a blender for me too. The customers believe the same thing when it comes to them calling you at the company. So I want you to understand that. So don't use something that's cheesy, that is played out, so that they know better. Okay, they go, oh, you're trying to get my information. I just flat out ask for it. But my answer is going to be this. What did I say earlier? Right? To save us both some time, let me gather some basic information to update my records. So what am I doing for them? I'm saving them time. How am I saving them time? Because I'm assuming you're coming in. I assume we're going to do a transaction. I'm going to already have your customer record started. Okay? And I'm also going to say, let me gather some basic information. I'm not going to say, let me gather some personal stuff that could make you feel uncomfortable. Okay? And I'm not. I'm only going to ask them for their actual the name and phone number, nothing major. But at that point in time, because remember, cell phones today are the easiest way for us to screen people. Gone is the days that I have to stand next to my answering machine and listen to phone calls to see who it is that's actually calling to see if I want to pick up the phone. So that's what I want you to understand. If that's the nature of the game, we don't have to do that anymore. We can turn around and go right back to let me just talk to you and I decide whether I want to talk to you or not because of the fact that we're doing this. So we're going to go past that. Give me a reason why, because I'm going to save some time. Give me a reason why, because we're going to have to do some extensive tracking down of something, blah, 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 or I need to get some stuff started. Let's go ahead and, are you calling me from home, work, or cell? I just need some basic information to get started. Calling from home, work, or cell. And that number is no yes or no's if we can get away with it. Okay? If you can't handle the no, do not ask a yes or no question. And you get whatever information you're going to need. A lot of people are no longer afraid to give you a cell phone or an email address because I can choose to ignore you when you have those and you are stored in my phone. Thanks so much. See you on the next clip.